Now, today's topic came from my visit or my journey to Japan. I went in the cherry blossom month, March, April, and of last year, and it was a wonderful experience. I would advise anybody who can go. I intend to return. It was that amazing. But there were a few things that I found fascinating amongst the culture and amongst the people, and I thought I'd share with you. So I'm going to be looking at my notes on my iPad because I wrote them down, and we'll go through each and every one of them. They're just a few, but we'll go through them. So they love an orderly pub life. They queue for trains, they queue for elevators even. They line up when they're going up an elevator, as we should do when we're here, and as we do most of the time. There's no talking on public transport. That is considered rude. Can you imagine going all the way from somewhere in London all the way down to Croydon and not saying anything with your seat next to you? You're going to be sent off the train. You will be told off. Trains are punctual. We're in Essex here waiting for I don't even know what to call it. We're waiting for the overhead train. And sometimes it's 15 minutes late, 20 minutes late, 10 minutes late. Why is that? But in Japan, it's punctual. Punctuality is key. People have left their jobs, not because they've been sacked, because of honor that their train was late. That's how seriously they take it. And if it is a minute late, it will come with a formal apology. Something we need to learn in the UK, right? And they say it comes from a strong social concept called meiwaku o kakanai, which means avoiding inconvenience to others. Something that we should all take online. Number 2, shoes off everywhere. Well, almost everywhere, I should say. Not in the trains, but in terms of not just at homes or in temples, shoes. And in some people in their offices, they take their shoes off. It's just a sign of politeness. This is tied to cleanliness and the symbolic separation between outside and inside space. So when you're stepping onto tatami mats with shoes on, it's a big no. You don't do that. So be aware of that if you're in temples or you're in special places where there are certain mats. If you're going into temples, there's usually on the outside places where you can put your shoes. No one's going to nick your shoes. You put your shoes there, you'll find them on the way back. And in some places, they have little holders where you can put your shoes, your slippers in. But yeah, they are separate. People use separate, even for the toilet, they use separate ones to go into the toilet. Cleanliness is next to godliness. They love it. And it's symbolic there. Another one that I found really strange but fun to do is slurping is good manners. Can you imagine slurping on your noodles? It's telling the chef, the cook, the person who invited you that I'm loving this. This is great. So we were in a restaurant once and we were just looking and we just found everybody just slurping it. And the guy was nodding to us, slurp. And we're like, it's all right. And it's a thing over there. Whereas, can you imagine it doing it in a restaurant here? People will be looking at you and thinking, you've got no manners. But no, it's a wonderful thing to do over there because you're just showing that you're enjoying it. So silence while eating is more common than chatting. So they want you to honor the food. They want you to love your food. So eat it. Eat your food. And it also helps slurping. It helps cool the noodles and enhances the aroma. So there you go. Almost no public bins. Number 4, carry your rubbish with you. That place is tidy. You will see an office person with their Chanel bag or whatever bag they are carrying, and they've got a little plastic bag inside it. Why? Because everything they will eat, from their chewing gum to the chewing gum wrapper, goes inside the little bag. The little bag then goes inside their main bag and it is deposited at home. Don't carry your rubbish and make the whole place dirty. No one's doing that around there. As big as Japan, as populated as Tokyo is, no rubbish on the floor. Carry your own rubbish. Number 5, and I'm going to put this one in really quickly. If you have pets, and I have a dog, not only do you pick up the poo afterwards in your doggy bag, when your dog is about to do something like a wee, you should be carrying a little something like this, spray bottle that has water or disinfectant in it. And when your dog has weed, you spray someone. That shows and showing people that yes, you don't intend for them to just walk on it, because your dog might do it on some grass. But no, I think it's water and a natural friendly something that they put inside there. So it's not bleach that's killing the weeds or something. But I just found that oh my gosh, that is something people should adopt. That you've got a dog, carry around a spray can. No one wants to be really sitting on, and especially if it's in a park, no one wants to be sitting on just wee. At least if your dog has weed and you spray water on it, at least it neutralizes it. I just thought that was something to say. I've talked about no public bin, bowing everywhere, everyone. And it replaces handshakes, because not everybody, I personally don't like to shake hands. Personally, I don't like it. I do it, but do I like doing it? No. If I can find a reason why not to do it, I will. I return to the side or something like that, or I smile or something. I would rather hug than shake someone's hand. But staff bow when you enter or leave their shops. Even train conductors, they sometimes bow to passengers. And the depth and duration subtly communicate respects and context. And I think sometimes you have to know when you're going to stop. Because I remember a time when we were bowing, and I think who was bowing to us, a Japanese person, I think he felt that whilst I was doing it, he would do it. And so it came to a point where I stopped, and then he bowed out and stopped as well. And we went on our way, and that was fine. So that is something. Customer service is extremely formal. Politeness everywhere. You don't get the person who's had a bad day. No. You don't get the person who's right wing to that. When you have a job in Japan, it is serious, and customer service is right up there. And so they take it seriously, and so should we. They treat you just like you want to be treated. You're in a different country, but you want to be treated with respect, and they will treat you as such. No tipping is expected. And in some places, it's even considered rude. When you're looking, how much do I tip? They don't want it. They don't need it, and it can even cause confusion. The meal costs 5 yen. Why are you giving me an extra 2? No, don't tip, and it won't be considered that you're mean or you're tight. They don't do that. Another thing, anything that you leave anything, I'd say lost, and you leave anything in Japan, you can go back the next day. It will be there for you. Somebody would have taken it in. Nothing gets lost, nothing gets stolen. No, it doesn't happen. Not in Japan, it doesn't. Wonderful. Eating while walking is uncommon. It's even, in some places, it can even be considered rude. Eating is almost like it's sacred. Why are you walking around and eating your sandwich and your vinegar chips? No. Eat when you get home, or eat at the restaurant. I've said this before in another way, but quietness is valued as friendliness. When you're on the train and somebody's next to you, you acknowledge them politely and kindly, and you go about your business. You got your headphones on if you want to listen to something, and you're on the journey. You're not talking to the person next to you. And if you want to ask something, you can ask. That's fine. But you're not having a full-blown conversation with someone next to you so that the people over there can hear you. And we are all in each other's environment. Let's respect it. Something we can learn over here. And many of these things that we may feel that are strange are actually fascinating and wonderful. And they stem from group harmony over individual expression. So why am I eating KFC on a train and allowing other people to whiff it, to smell it, to look at me? Why am I doing that? Why am I not thinking of everybody else? That's part of the reason why they do what they do. Also, respect for shared space. I'm in your space, you're in my space. Let me respect that space. Let me not do things that you would find horrible in that space. Then there's a deep attention to ritual. So when you're going into a temple, you need to respect that place. Those places are hundreds of years old, hundreds, different dynasties. And so when we're going into those places, we need to respect them. And also there's a cultural link between cleanliness and morality. When you show that you want to keep that place clean, when you show that you want to respect that garden, that museum, you're respecting it not only because of other people, but also because of that it's important to the people. It's part of their history. It's part of their culture. And it's important that we show them that whilst we have come to look at this temple, we're also going to respect it as well. So these are some of the things that we might find strange, but are actually fascinating and wonderful. And the Japanese really consider these things to be important in this country. And I shall be taking these things on again during my next visit. So there you go. Did you find fascinating? Are there other things that you can add? If you can, let me know in the comments so that I can bring them on board another time, because I'm surely going back. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to rock your decade.